And one thing I've one thing I haven't got to do yet. I actually need to share this to some friends. So I do wish to do that, if that's okay. Hmm. Okay, sorry, I'm just posting this around. But anyone who's there, how y'all doing? How's it going? What y'all up to? How was your day? How was your night? Hmm. Oh, this ice cream is so good. Hmm. I just got posted in a few more places. Okay, I think that's all I gotta post around with Xenogears. The last place is X. And then yeah. Okay, there we go. I posted around. Yeah. If people join from those links, people join from those links. If they don't, then they don't. Hmm. This ice cream is so good. Oh my god. Okay. So, don't mind me doing this. I'm sure some of you have already been here, one or two, whoever amount, whatever amount. But because I record at the same time while I stream, I do have to announce, like, as if this is a new episode, essentially. So I'm going to do that. So 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, Koyo here. We are back to another episode of Xenogears. We're going to be looking at more personality type behaviors and mental disorders, psychology, and whatever literature analysis of the symbolisms and etc. that are within Xenogears that I can discuss. Just another day. We're in the stalactite caverns currently, so we'll be making our way around here. There's not going to be much story at the moment, so for recording's sake, I'm going to be stopping here. I'm going to be pausing here, and we're going to resume in the video form that you are watching back home, or however I like to say it. That's going to continue after we get somewhere more substantial to discuss things. So see you in a bit. Now back to the live stream. All right, so I have paused the recording. Now we're in live stream mode, so yeah. If anyone has any questions, this ice cream is so good. If anyone has any questions, wait, whoops, I'm just reaching over here to turn down the volume of the speakers. Please ask anything about, like, depression or personality behaviors, different types of psychology, please ask away. Xenogears covers an interesting range of different types of psychological issues that some characters go through. I particularly hate this enemy. Actually, let me see about using guided shot. Because he has really high defense. But what about you? Nope. Yeah, he just doesn't take too much damage. I'm trying to conserve fuel. I hate that ability. But yeah, if you even have questions about Xenogears, ask away. I might be able to. Oh my god, that damage. I forgot how much HP this thing has. I'm almost considering running away. Bart should be fine on fuel. Of course, Fate isn't. So I'll have him handle like booster. Ice cream all gone. Yeah, for now I have to conserve fuel. That's right. Because if I run into more of these guys, I'm just gonna stealth level. Oops. You know, I just realized the volume was really loud. Okay. Alright, luckily this isn't even in the recording, so that's good. But yeah, if anyone has any questions regarding psychology or Xenogears, what is even Xenogears? Ask away. Or if you have questions about like, certain mental disorders, personality type disorders, I'll be discussing those when they, especially as they come up in the game, because the game is really big on psychology and all sorts of stuff. Oops, I was not supposed to do that. That was a mistake. And fighting this enemy right now, like, it's not necessarily gonna... It's gonna level up the characters, but it's not gonna do anything about what their gears are like, so... I do feel bad doing this battle. I figured I'd do it just once. But this is not to my benefit whatsoever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold back on doing a death blow with Faye there. Like, right now they're gonna be getting no damage. I'm trying to have Bart handle this as much as I can, but he's getting low on fuel too, despite having a speed up. This should finish him, I hope. Oh my gosh, he's only almost dead. Are you kidding me? I might need to reload. I never remember these guys being that bad. I should probably turn off booster. But, it's gotta be the only way to quickly end this. But yeah, if you have questions about analysis of things like, I mean, hell, even considering analysis-wise of like the enemy choice, right? We have this weird thing called a mayfly. Definitely looks like a fly on top of a mecha. In fact, it looks like the fly took the mecha's head and infested it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. It looks like this fly hijacked a gear. And it's controlling the gear to do things. That's actually kind of interesting, huh? Oh, it's finally dead. Yikes. Yeah, see, that's a normal enemy. I don't like that enemy, like I said. But I do get a really good amount of experience from it. But we're gonna try not to fight those right now. We're gonna just run anytime we see it. It's gonna be to our benefit. What we're looking for right now is a giant rock. I always forget where... Up, there it is. My sensors... you know, I'll let it record just in case. My sensors detect what appears to be a huge cave on the other side of here. If we could only do something about this boulder. But I doubt we could just smash it to pieces. I guess we could try pushing it. Wait, no matter how you look at it... looks like he's budging it, man. What the heck are you doing? Hurry up and help! I'm gonna take a drink of water while they're doing this. So, we see Faye, you know, once again, like, he's calling a truce with Bart, if you remember the previous episode. We can get by if we help each other. Let's keep it up so we can get out of here. And, yeah, honestly, I don't think the hydromechanic pipe for my knee joint is on the verge of breaking down. It's all because of that fall from the ceiling, followed by pushing this mega colossal boulder. It won't be funny if my gear malfunctions in a huge cavern like this. Your friends won't come and help us? It'd be a waste of time waiting. They probably won't come. But aren't they your friends? We believe in liberal upbringing. They'll think we can escape by ourselves. I wonder if Doc is okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the man you were with. I'm sure our guys saved him by now. What is it? We wouldn't have fallen in here if you had only listened to me. Don't blame it on me. You should have surrendered instead of challenging me. All I wanted was your gear. Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who blindly attacked me. What else was I supposed to do? I thought I might die if I didn't fight you. I was taking it easy on you, couldn't you tell? Huh, then you're a bit dense. Don't lie to me. I know you were serious. What? You want some? Let's have it out, right here! Wait, settling it right here comes first. I won't be able to get anything done until we settle this once and for all. I thought you wanted a truce for now. Getting out of here should come first. Once we're out of here, then I'll fight you all you want. Let's hurry up and move on out of here. I don't like you very much. Damn it! I'll get you when we get out of here. So, you know, we can see, like, Bart is definitely a more uppity person, especially when we compare, like, all the events that have occurred before this. So, and this is a little technique. Should I call it a technique? But essentially, when you you know, like, you can't have depressing mood all the time in a game or a book or a movie, etc. You have to brighten it up, or it's just going to be like really hard for the viewers to watch, essentially. So this is kind of here to break up that tension, essentially. I am considering... Yeah, I'm just gonna escape these battles because it's not gonna be worth fuel loss at the moment. But essentially, the how do I put it? Bart was a pretty good character to introduce at this point, because this guy is like trying to pick fights with Faye. He's clearly, like, you know, in the wrong for attacking Faye. He's kind of not taking all the responsibility per se, but you know, Faye kind of doesn't want to die in a cave, and you know, he's trying to move forward how he can. And you know, if anything, right now it's like the only person he's got that is worth caring for, I guess, is Doc Shitan. So, you know, and that's why, yes, I hope the Doc is okay, because, you know, not really much else tethering him. Well, that we know of. That we know of. I can't spoil it. But, you know, and not to mention, this isn't, by choice he wanted to be here. Uh, so I think, what is it? Sand sensors have detected an abnormal amount of sand. The sand barrier south of the terra stones has been sealed to prevent sand from entering the excavation site. What's with this gear? It's well maintained for a gear just left lying around like this. And it's kind of interesting to see how they kind of put lore. So this is from the Ave side, considering it's the Ave excavation site. They must have put a gear to kind of take in the surroundings, do scans. There's a barrier wall in the southeast of the terrace stones that was built to stop the shifting of sand. Until the barrier reopens, please assemble at the shelter located to the east of the barrier wall. So, just like some interesting stuff. Like this section is a little bit like I said, it's there to break up all the depressing and dark atmosphere that the game already had, and kind of give give the player something else to do, and just give a basic break from all the tension, right? And in doing so, like we get to know, that's for his gear, but we get to kind of see Faye in a different element with a different person, a stranger he doesn't know. They have clashing ideals, clearly. He's like, oh, why didn't your guys come and help you out? And, Bart's like, oh, we kind of have a liberal stance on things. I can kind of watch out for myself. Or they have like a trust in each other that they know they'll make it back. Who'd have thought who'd have thought there'd be someone living in a place like this? Let's check it out. So, this is an interesting point to bring up. Xenogears was meant to be a Chrono Trigger sequel at one point, and then it was also at one point meant to be a Final Fantasy, but during development they were like, "Ooh, this is a little too dark for a Final Fantasy game." So, and it's way too dark for Chrono Trigger. The protagonist is too messed up, even compared to the likes of Cloud. Like, I think this was supposed to be Final Fantasy VIII, essentially. So, that's why we have Xenogears, or Xenogears, I mean. And the thing is, being that this was meant to be a Chrono Trigger game, there is some leftovers from Chrono Trigger, or Chrono Trigger sequel. Hey, Faye, this is a surprise. There's someone living in this place. Huh. It has been a while, but I thought I could hear the sound of gears. I assume they are yours. Well, anyway, come on back in here and make yourself at home. So this character here is possibly what would have been a leftover from Chrono Trigger. They just kind of kept the name when he introduces himself. It's been a long time since my last visitor. What happened? Did you fall from the surface? I guess that's it. I see. That's too bad. I can tell from the sound that you both ride good gears, but the legs seem to be playing up a bit. You mean you can tell what's wrong just by the sound of its footsteps? Like, that's really cool. Basically, like, the footsteps, whatever he heard outside, he's like, yep, okay, that joint's a little bit off. I'm just drinking a little water right now. It's easy to know what's wrong with gears by the sound they make. My guess is that one of them needs a new hydromechanic pipe, and it's literally quoting what Bart just said like 5 minutes ago. It's making a nasty sound. It must be hard to walk with, too. Oh, by the way, my name is Balthazar, but you can call me Old Man Bal. So, Balthazar is one of those leftovers from what would have been the Chrono Trigger sequel. And if you know, what was it, Balthazar, he's the guy, what was it? He was at, spoilers. He was at the Kingdom of Zeal. So you meet him last. You meet him the latest. And, yeah, I doubt this is, I mean, of course, maybe they changed his design and just kept the name the same because they felt it wouldn't hurt. But he would have been the Guru of Reason, and I guess that would have crossed over into Xenogears, but of course he did reappear in Chrono Cross. So, I mean, he still got reused, but it's funny that now his name appears in 3 places rather than 2, you know? but he was meant to be one of the sages, the guru sages. Oh yeah? So, looks like we got a real fanatic here, huh? What's an old man like you doing in a place like this? I guess you could call me a fossicker, or a collector of things. There is much to be found lying around in this cave here. Wait, blah, I mean, oh my god. In this here, I'm surprised he's actually saying that. In this here stalactite cavern. A collector, huh? Sounds interesting. The things on this shelf, are they some of the stuff you've found? You mean the fossils? They're one of the things I collect. Feel free to have a look at them. So another interesting little lore point here that's coming up. Around here, you can dig up ancient machines along with humans and animal fossils. Notice anything particular on these shelves. They go from oldest to the left and newest on the right. Are you an archaeologist or something, old man? I don't quite see what you're talking about. They just look like a bunch of old bones to me. Faye, what do you think? So Faye takes a look, and he notices something peculiar. Let me see. First, there are no human bones up to here. Then, from here on over to the right, something slightly different, I guess. Yes, from a certain point in time, human fossils suddenly no longer appear. That point is roughly 10,000 years ago. And, yeah, that's the... So, very interesting point, and once you know where Xenogears takes place in the timeline, and I mean, heck, if you've played Xenosaga and you know, like, that's supposed to be like pseudo Xenogears way before, like, you could put the dots together if you're retroactively playing Xenogears, but even then, this is not an immediate giveaway as to what that means. What does that mean exactly? Don't ask me, I don't know for sure, but my guess is there were no humans on this planet before then. At least it appears so. So maybe, thinking back to that cutscene, maybe that has something to do with this. Maybe that was 10,000 years ago, for all we know. But who knows? We don't know until later, probably. But that was my theory at first. I'm like, oh, was that a ship from that many years ago, maybe? I don't know, but we'll find out. How could that be? What was all the talk about evolution? You mean the theory of evolution as taught by ethos, right? So notice how he specifically quotes ethos, not to mention specifically taught by the ethos. So not just the theory of evolution taught by ethos. You can't trust that. Rather, I believe in old legends and myth. Legends? Myths? Haven't you heard of this story? They say that humans and God lived together in a paradise in the sky. With God's protection, there was no fear of death, and natural disasters were entirely unknown. Then one day, the humans ate the forbidden fruit, which gave them incredible wisdom. But God drove mankind from the paradise for their sin. Bitter at having been driven out of paradise, humans use the wisdom they have gained to make giants. So, obviously that might sound very familiar. Garden of Eden, ate the forbidden fruit, God cast them out, etc., right? Tale of, like a little myth, or in this case, a myth for them as old as time for us, you could, even Paradise Lost had a fun little thing about that. Interesting thing here, though, to bring up. Now, remember, this is using a lot of Frederich Nietzsche and Gnosticism, right? So, in Frederich Nietzsche's sense, the idea is that they literally have been cast out by God, possibly, and that's why people feel we can't be living in paradise anymore because God is not watching over us clearly. If bad things can happen to us, if God really was there, we would not suffer, right? So that is the Friedrich Nietzsche kind of viewpoint on that, the philosophy. So in this case, they made giants, and like before I go on with this, just looking at that under a little microscope, you could say they tried to make their own gods, right? With these giants, they planned to challenge God himself. No, better yet, they were like, no, let's go and kick God's ass. But God poured his wrath down on them. So you could see that as like, oh, you know, like with, was it Lucifer, etc., rebelling against God or whatnot. All who defied God were destroyed, but God himself did not escape unharmed. Funny thing, if you read Seraph of the End, the manga, there's actually a literal version of this that happened. Oh wait, that's spoilers. I'm sorry, ignore me. Please ignore me. If you like Friedrich Nietzsche, rather, you should read Seraph of the End. It has a ton of it. Taking paradise with him, the wounded god buried himself deep beneath the ocean to sleep for aeons. Before going to sleep, God used his remaining power to create right-hearted humans to live on this planet. These people are said to be our ancestors. Well, anyway, I'll stop my rambling now. So, notice how he goes, well, I'm just rambling. Once again, some old guy goes, I'm gonna stop my rambling now, though. Like, and the characters weren't responding. Maybe he saw they were getting like, okay, sure, but usually there's some truth to whatever old people say in Xenogears. By the way, does this cave have an exit? There is an exit in the excavation site beyond the sand barrier. You can get outside through there. Sand barrier? You mean that huge wall you can see from your entrance? Yes, that's it. On the other side is an old Ave excavation site. They built the wall when Ave was excavating here to keep the sand from falling in from above. But they've stopped work there now. So how do we open such a huge thing like that? If it's a wall, you could probably break it down. Hold your horses there, youngins. No matter how good a gear you have, you'll never break that wall down. It's much too strong, so let's make a deal. A deal? The wall was closed due to a reaction of sand sensors. Thanks to that, now I can't get through the other side either. Maybe it happened when you two fell in here. Were you boys fighting up there or something? You seem to be able to tell everything. Anyway, so what can we do about it? It's very simple. You just have to turn off the sand sensor switches. Doing that will keep the barrier from closing again. While you two are doing that, I'll open it up. Right, got it. The sensors are in two places. You should see their flashing red light. You saw me trying to interact with that earlier, and I was forgetting. Oh, right, I need to basically flag the quest for that first. Well, good luck then. Let's go, Bart. Oh, before you go, I can share some parts and fuel with you. Just talk to me whenever you need something. Thanks, old man. We'll go and finish our part of the deal then. So, what was it? We better charge up our fuel because we really need that, and upgrade our parts where we can. Parts like I feel like your parts are definitely more important in this game than even parts for your even gear for yourself. But I mean, it still matters. What? Wait, why are we talking about? Okay. Anyway, I will be back recording wise. All right, we're back to the stream. I mean, obviously we've been streaming all of that, but you know, the recording has been paused. So, here we are. With a good engine, your attack power and fuel capacity go up. HP depends on the frame and defense of the ability on the armor equipped. Here's a tip for when your fuel is low. Use charge. And yeah, you can use charge, but it doesn't charge as much. If I remember correctly, it was only like 30. And I think it lets you defend yourself as well. But for the most part, like I was waiting till I get here because I need to replenish my HP too. I'm not gonna sit there defending and, be far away, possibly get into 3 more battles and die on the way there, So I wanted to wait till I was here. Booster increases mobility and power. If you use booster too much, though, your fuel will run out, so think carefully before you find your own style of fighting. All right, but I really want to use, Oh, I see. Whoops, I meant to press this. Which do you want? For gear use. It's really important for the battle coming up. There's a boss battle and it's not fun. But more importantly is just fuel. Like that is the first and foremost thing to worry about. Okay, good. So let's upgrade our. I think we can upgrade our engine. Maybe not. It says we have a G4. This is a G6, so this will be stronger technically. And what does Bart have? He has a G4 as well. So this will just be better for us in general. It costs 1200. And then we could get a better frame for Veltal as well, so we will do that. What about for Bart though? Can we get a better frame? I'm kind of crunching the numbers before I do anything. We can. So if that costs 900 and this costs 1200, we're looking at 2100. We're not going to be able to buy everything then. So and then there's armor. This is way better. What we might do. And what kind of stuff does he have? We can equip armor. Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. Now we actually have the ability to. Wait, I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. But first and foremost, definitely I think the better engine will help us kill things faster. So I think we'll go with that. And then I'm not too worried about the HP right now, because if I get the MS6, they'll take less damage anyway. And we'll just grind out for the other, for the frame. Yeah, see, we can only afford 2100, which, I'd rather go for the max amount that I can. Yeah. So now in that case, I wonder if we have, oh yeah, we could sell this off. So that gets us some money back. And then we could equip those. All right, we got to get ready. Oops, wrong place. So we do want response. Response is a very good thing. It is, I think, was it? It was your accuracy essentially. So you want response. Let's see now. Increases agility in desert. We're not in the desert. We're in a stalactite cavern, so no point to having that. Okay. We're not really gonna be in the desert, like, unless we grind there, so. Alright. So we're going to also just check what he has for character use. So the usuals, we're fine on that. We have 2 survival tents. Omega Soul. I'll use any leftover money with this one. Those could be worth buying. Okay. And we will buy more parts. I think we should be able to afford them both, actually. No, only one of them. But I'll get for Faye first. And since we'll have to come, might as well restore his HP. It's just 10 gold. Okay. So we're gonna be what is it? Considering we have to go backwards anyway, we could just use the money that we get. Oh, no, that's right. He will not be there. I don't think. I can't recall, but I don't think he's there if we activate all the sensors. Because he says, oh, I'll go out and do the other thing, so we should grind while we can from memory. I mean, I think as long as we have the G6 engine, we should be good for the boss battle, but I still like the extra HP, you know? It helps. Helps me personally. Yeah, those guys still do a good amount of damage. Actually, I don't even know if there was a point to me doing that just now, but whatever. Nice, level up. Like, technically, the only thing leveling up will affect, and mostly for Faye, not so much for Bart, is Ether. Your Ether is strengthened in your gear somewhat, so the more Ether Faye gets, the more damage he will do. I do have one idea, though. What I'll do is I'm going to make a save. And I will, was it? I will activate one sensor and see if he's there. And the sensor I'm going to go for is the one that's not up those little platforms that we were just checking out. All right, we just got to go right this way. Here we are. Okay, that's one sensor. And now we're gonna check back and see if he's still there. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Hey, it's these guys again. It's a funny noise. That's made me wonder if we can kill that stupid mayfly. We got 557 gold? Or is that how much gold we still have? Wait, did we not get any gold from that? We got no gold from that. We might need to sell the gold nugget in our inventory. I think we could sell that. I think that's just meant to be sold from memory. What I'll also do is if we run, I think gears drop money. So if I could get into a battle here, I could have sworn gear yeah, these guys. Hey, we have humans too, even better. So that's good. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Ha! Oh. Oh. Oh, the poor Sandmans. Let's watch them get crushed. Oh! Oh! Must have... Oh! Having a mecha just come down on you like that probably broke some bones. Oh, no. Let's... Oh! Oh! Poor Sandman! Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Oh, look, we actually gained some gold from that. Good. Oh my gosh, we gave them a dream, all right. Yeah, we got to run into those humans, and I think I could have sworn the robotic gear actually drops money too. But just to kind of give an idea of where we're at in terms of damage, we'll get into a battle with a mayfly, which usually is found in that first area. We can also get eyeballs, and eyeballs are also sellable, which will help. Actually, you know what? Another thing about eyeballs, I could have sworn there's actually something tied to that. I could have sworn. Maybe I'm wrong. But it is a good way to make some money, regardless. Yeah, I'm pretty sure eyeballs we just sell, but if we could get our hands on those, that's good. Wow, and we are leveling up rather quick as a result of this too. This is actually good. Oh, hey, Eloin, what's up? Welcome back. How you doing? Welcome to the stream again. Okay, we're gonna... what is it? So that way we would have went is where the platforms are, but we just go back the way we'd get there. We're gonna see if we can fight a mayfly. Just to see, like, just to give an idea of how much damage increase we get from actually buying that stuff. This is why you should buy gear parts. Like, it doesn't make it too obvious that it's better, but trust me, it's better. But let's stomp some gears again. I mean, one, I don't think you can kill those guys with the basic stuff that we have right off the bat. Oh yeah, we just jetpacked upward. We jet boosted upwards and smashed a guy a poor human on the head. We stomped a poor human on the head just now too. Oh, let's do that one again. Let's whoop, boom. Oh, he's mush. He's mush. That poor guy is mush. I love that. So, oh yeah, Element, because you know Chrono Trigger. Yeah, it is somewhat necessary, like, not for the character levels, but for the gear parts and a few other things. Oh look, we actually got pretty lucky there. We're not gonna need these way later in the game, but let's see. Okay, we can put this one on Bay. It helps here, obviously. I need a mayfly, but I wanna. We ran into Balthazar from Chrono Trigger, or what was meant to be Balthazar, and he what was it? He happens to know, like he was collecting fossils essentially, and he's like, oh, notice how the fossils stop here, and then they begin here, and he thinks like. Yeah, exactly. And the Nets boss does need upgrades, big time. Vey brings up, like, notice how it's like, oh, there's non-human skull bones, right? And then there's nothing, and then there's human skulls. And he's like, there was nothing 10,000 years ago. And he surmises that there were no humans on the planet 10,000 years ago. And the characters are like, or Bart's like, what? No, that ain't true. You know, the freaking what was it called? He's all like, that goes against the theory of evolution, and he's like, oh, the theory of evolution taught by the ethos. You know, he specifically says, you know, as taught by the ethos, which is of course the people who are in control of information, right? And he talks about basically Paradise Lost. And you know that, like, it's funny because it makes it sound like he was there or he would know, and that of course in its own way maybe relates to like how he was meant to be Balthazar from Chrono Trigger essentially, but he's just this old man who knows quite a bit of information. Oops, I made a mistake. I was trying to open up my gear informations. Okay, let's put this one on him. I mean, at least I could sell off the other things then. I technically have enough money. I was just hoping to get more eyeballs, but the mayflies don't want to appear for me all of a sudden. I'll try one more time. I remember I got into a fight with him, like, right around here. Yeah, they're the religious organization, exactly. Oh, wait, it wasn't here, but okay. I will try one more time to get into a fight with the mayfly. If it doesn't happen and this is the third fight here, then I'm just going to move forward. We can get eyeballs elsewhere, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, the game's like, no battles. Come on, give me those mayflies. I'll run along this side. Because I remember I got into a fight with him, like, against the wall, like, on the other side. What? No mayfly. Alright, well, that's just how it is then. We just won't fight a mayfly. We'll just rush back. These guys don't drop money, which is so unfortunate. At least I didn't see them drop money. I know the, what is it? They have a chance at dropping something else, though. Yeah, they don't drop gold. But I could have sworn they could drop an item. I just forget which. I remember, just, like, my other playthrough of Xenogears was me trying to figure out what enemy drops what. Because I realized there were some really cool drops you could get, right? I was like, oh, what does everything drop, you know? So, what was it? But, yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna buy the frames for, Faye and Bart, and then we'll be able to move forward. I have the other stuff, at least. The other upgrades. So that's why their damage is good. Poof, poof. Buzz. Punch! Body blow! When you do so much damage, I just think, like, yeah, especially if it's way over their health. I mean, at least Faye's Ether is going way up. It was at 10, 9 before, so... Hey, and he got Hagon finally, so that's... Now we're good. We have Hagon. We're good. Oh, you know what I should do? I should see if I'm lucky enough to get into a battle with those smaller guys. I'll call up Faye's gear, but I'll have Bart train his death blows. We just gotta hope we run into the whatchamacallit here. If that happens. Yes! I mean, no, there was supposed to be human guys, but that's okay. So we'll call gear with Faye, that we don't get crushed and die. And now, we just let him do his thing. By doing this. Ha! You can't kick my shins. You can't grab me. And I'll just charge in the meantime. Oh yeah, I have actually got Rhythm Shock once before I got whatchamacallit. It was pretty funny when that happened. Surya! Bart might actually kill it. Oh no, he hit my shin, but it did no damage, so... Ha! Sha! Dua! Surya! I forgot how many times with Bart you have to do that, but I do know for certain that, was it? He's at the level which he could learn this. And I think he's also at the level which he could learn, Rhythm Shock. Or I think Rhythm Shock was maybe level 15, but he'll get to it and he'll be able to learn it, like, right off the bat, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's dead! He killed himself! I find it so funny when that happens. They're so incompetent that they can kill themselves. He fell back and exploded. The Tin Robo sorta anemic for a mob name. These poor guys can't afford anything. I know, right? Oh my gosh, poor things. Who is even writing these? Like, who thought, like, oh yeah, I'll take down some guys in this. I'll show them. I mean, and you know what? That's the thing. Like, if I remember correctly, the lore is that, what was it? You know, at the, not the excavators, but I'm trying to remember. It was something with the bandits. They'll, like, get into whatever gear that they can and try to, like, hostage people with it or something, right? I forgot. Bart should kill this enemy eventually, but I am... Oh, well, he killed himself. He did it to himself. Ah, we didn't. Wait, let's see where his learn. You know what? Technically, that's our first time using him on ground, so that explains a lot. Let's see. Yeah, and we don't have anything on Faye for the next level, but it should be okay. Oh, he's nearly there. Okay. We'll keep Bart fighting on the ground then. Oh, we'll have to get back to our gears once we get through here. So funny seeing just puny, super low-res versions of the characters just bopping around. Really gives the sense of scale. Okay, they should be good from here. I'll see if Balthazar is there so I can see if I could recharge. Self-cleaning robos, leave only the scent of sand. Yes. Damn it, he already left! Ah! Does he come back after the things? Oh, wait, there he is. Oh my gosh, I got so scared. But there's still one more above the big boulder in the Great Hall. I think you've seen it already. Anything else? Yeah, I need parts. That is so funny that he no longer has the tutorial for, like, what do I do with myself? Like, if you did not hear the tips that he has about gears, which are actually incredibly useful, like, it doesn't make sense at first, but then once you're further through the game, it makes all the sense. But I still find it so strange that, like, was it we had a G4 1200, right? And at the 1200 just represents the fuel, but it's the G6, the G4, etc. Like whatever letter slash number above is actually better, and that represents your actual strength. I didn't know this when I was a kid, so when I was playing this, I was like, oh, well, this has 1200 fuel. Why do I want this? And I didn't really understand that the G4 and the G6 represented strength. There was nothing to show that your strength would increase from this. So I was, yeah, none the better off from it. What? Wait, what do you mean that? Oh, wait, I already upgraded Faye. There we go. Brigandia. And then they already have the armor, so they're good there. Fuel up. I think Faye was already, yeah, he's already fully charged up there. We don't need the extra R's. We'll just get better ones in the future anyway. Okay, so we're good there. And then we'll have to, oh, and yeah, I guess we could sell some of these. Huh, we don't get too much out of it, but whatever. Just sell a few. And then we're going to go into the parts for characters, sell things for characters. Oh, you having a bad dream, buddy? Sorry, my doggo was whimpering in his sleep, baby. Oh wait, he does have the no. No, he's no. Stop talking. I already know this. Crap. But he kind of tells you there, like getting the engine increases attack power and fuel, and you're just kind of meant to assume like, oh, whatever he has must be better. There was another thing he had then. I forgot what it. No, maybe it was just those three, but I could have sworn there was four. All right. So what we want to buy, Omega Soul, for sure. So useful. And I could always buy Aqua Souls later. That'll be okay. Oops. I think let's take a little walk around. Just a sec. He wants to hang out outside my room. Okay. Sorry. Just teleporting in from another dimension. Don't mind me. But yeah, so I'm just gonna buy probably 10 of these. I think that should be okay. And then we're gonna sell. See, the eyeballs sell for 200 each, which is actually really nice. Obviously, the gold nugget sells for 2,000. And then skills, 500. I mean, all of it's great. We don't need the magical rod anymore because we gave the better rod to Ellie. But, you know, I'll just put it there. I'll leave it there for no reason whatsoever. Um, maybe I'll just buy a few more. Because I'll get more money. I'll get more money on the way. I think 15. Then I'll buy a few of those. Okay. All right. I think I feel, but and one more of these. One more of those. Just in case. Okay. I think we're pretty safe now. Yeah, no. That's just me. But moving on. Now we are all ready. We are all equipped up. We're ready to kick some ass. But yeah, that's Balthazar, the guy we were just talking to. That is Balthazar. He was meant to be the game was meant to be Chrono Trigger 2. It didn't happen. Then Chrono Cross happened, and he reappeared there at least. But you know, maybe he's crossing dimensions. Who knows? All right, let's get that sensor. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm just making these jumps, and I'll try to go on ground where I can. Yeah, there we go. So that we can see if we get like just humans plus gear or whatnot. I know I could have Faye in the gear technically. Oh, but yeah, that's possible to manually do. There we go. Then we can make all the... Oh, wait, we still wouldn't be able to make jumps anyway, but right here, there shouldn't be any jumps, so we'll be fine. They're based on the... Yeah, and the three wise men from Christian lore. Yes, exactly. That's the other thing. Oops. Yeah, that's what it was I was trying to remember that they discussed in Resonant Arc. It's the three wise men. Resonant Arc's analysis video, which you can find in the description below. Highly recommend watching it if you have not. That is just a message to the fact that there is another viewer among us. I know who that is, but they are lurking. So I am very sure Bart is going to get his next death blow right after this battle, because he was at 83. He should be sitting at 87 right now, if not 89. I just have to do like, I think 3-4 more, and it should max out. Damn. This poor thing, this poor big-ass, you know, worker robot, worker gear, taken down by whips. Whips! What? Ah, impossible. You know what, and we'll get into another battle anyway, but I'm just seeing if I could master it in one. I think that should have been enough, though. I'll go for square X. It'll still count the X's at least, so that's the good part. And I think it counts via the animation, because since Faye doesn't have like triangle, triangle, triangle X yet. I mean, and I know it's because he doesn't have like 6 commands that he can input yet. I think that has to do with like a combination of both registering the animation plus the actual like amount needed to perform the skill. When a problem comes along, whip it. Exactly. Wow. Bart killed both of them. What a badass. Twin Sonic. See, I told you we'd learn it right off the bat. And then where does that mean he's sitting with Rhythm Shock? Oh yeah, 87. So we went up from 63. We did it 3 times, so it went up by about like, how much is that? Like 8? I think it was around 8. A combination of like 8 and 6 or something. 8 and 7, I mean. No. Oh, I have to account for X as well. There's like a number specific to both of those, isn't there? Now, I don't know if Bart can affect these ones, but we'll see. Oh shit! Oh my god, he's gonna one-shot it. I mean, he could easily get one-shot himself. Ah, no, axe the evasion down. Ah, yeah, it's gonna defend more. Oh, he still killed it. Bart, the giant slayer. Hey, Andy leveled up. He should be able to learn Rhythm Shock as well now. I mean, in general, he should be able to learn it, but... So we only got to do it twice. So how much was twice? We went from 87 to what? To 100! So, yeah, it was learning big time. Let's see. So I'll put Bart back in the gear. Yeah, there's not really much you could learn beyond those two new skills, so... Technically, that's a good way to save fuel and HP. But it does take a lot longer. Yeah, literally the next fight, he's gonna have Rhythm Shock. I'm trying to remember something about that, because... Oh my gosh, finally you appear! Oh, after all this time. Oh yes, I have been looking for you. I am gonna mess you up. Now we're doing damage to it with our heavies. We were doing, like, no damage with our heavies. Look at that. Bam! Big damage already. Alright. We're gonna go up to our square attack, so let's just get those in, make sure we don't miss. I'm just using square to ensure that it doesn't miss. But these guys, which were so scary, no longer. No longer. Bye-bye. Look at that, and it survived such a powerful attack too, so we know these guys are really big balls. Should die from that. No, apparently not. There we go. And Rhythm Shock should be learned. Oh, level up, nice. Yeah, as long as his ether keeps going up. Oh, he didn't learn it. Okay, so he has to get to level 16. I thought it was level 15. God damn. We got an eyeball, though. So that's another 200 gold that we'll be using. I like that. I like that a lot. And hopefully we run into more. Because, I mean, I think Balthazar is still there to be able to recharge your gears. I could have sworn he was. I remember it. But if not, you know, it is what it is. We'll just charge on a whole bunch of, on some weak enemies. Where's my sensor? There it is. It's right across here. Okay, so let's see if we're lucky enough to run into another mayfly on the way back. Wait, this way. Oh, mayfly? Mayfly? No. Ow. Not. Shoryuken! Until you deal with both centers and report to return. Oh, okay. Alright, good. Alright. Let's hope for a mayfly. 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 Okay. I don't know if that would make him come along. The thing is, we need to fight so many of these guys just to get some eyeball, you know, like a lot of eyeballs, because that's the only monetary thing we can grind at this moment. And once we get out here, I don't think we can get any more. It's just easy money, really. Rhythm shock. Yes. Okay, so it's 16. Aye. Okay. Whew, almost there. Oh my gosh, another battle. Mayfly. Please be a Mayfly. Give me another eye. Of course. Die. What? You dare shoot me with your tiny little pistol? You will pay for your transgression. Punch. Break their bones, whip. Ow. You shot me in my toe. You will die. I love it. Just stomp. At least they give good money. 510 is good. Like, I'm not complaining. The eyeballs are just extra money on top of the net positives that we have, you know? Like, they're like little, you know, it's like little paychecks. The eyeballs, the skills, and any little droppable item that's meant to be sold is little paychecks, you know? You can just cash them in, little bonuses, you know? And when you get to a town, you're like, oh, hey, I have some extra money to buy that thing that I was staring at that I was just short of. That's what's so great about them. Do 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 do. Almost there. I forgot what level Faye unlocks. What was it? Having 6 out of 6 stock. But we are more than ready for the boss battle coming up. Like, that boss battle is a filter if you do not do anything. If you don't buy any parts, if you don't get your death blows up, that boss battle will filter you so darn hard. Alright, so I'll record again. Alright, we are back from collecting the sensors. Oh, good timing. I was just about to open the sand barrier now. And he does so. Balthazar. Based off the 3 wise men from the Christian lore. Sorry, I have an asshole who likes to fire his fireworks. He's been doing it all last month. I don't know why. He's usually hammered apparently, but let me just mark when I just heard that. There we go. Okay, that went off at that time. I'm sorry. That's why I looked over to the side. I was like, oh, there it is again. Well done, old man. Our deal is done. Hey, old man, there's one thing I want to ask you. Oh, yeah, this part. What is it? I've heard somewhere on this planet is a gear far superior to all others. I've heard that it's called the God Gear, and that it was made in ancient times but hidden away somewhere. This will come back. This will come back. Make a mental note of this, okay? Do you know anything about it? A man-made god, created with the wisdom of God. Such a gear would have the power of 1,000 gears. In a wave of its arm, it could destroy whole cities. Its battle cries would thunder in the heavens. You must be speaking of the Omni-Gear. This will come back. Remember this, folks. You know of it? Then perhaps it was what you were speaking about in the tale of what was it? The tale of the tale you told us of the battle with God. Goodness gracious, you too, boy. Those stories were made to inspire man's soul, but they're just legends. They don't really exist. Remember the thing, I'm just rambling, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but they're just legends. Remember, that is always a lie if it comes from an old man. Anyway, allow me to take a look at your gears. It'll only take a little while, so wait here, please. Hey, wait! Ah, he's gone. Everything comes back in the game. Yep, absolutely, Elowen. Everything comes back. Hey, Bart, do you think the gear in the story's in that story is buried in the ground somewhere? I think that's what I've heard. Could one of these gears? Ugh, why do I keep messing up? Could one of the gears we are using possibly be it? Yeah, yeah, right. What are the chances of that happening? Huh? The gears that are excavated lately are usually only a few hundred years old. Nowhere nearly as old as the gear in that legend. Then why were they in the ground? I don't know. There are no records except what? There must be some truth in the tales that they were buried after the Great War. The bullet wounds covering most of the gear's armor would appear to confirm that. You mean that there are no records from the last several hundred years? How about before that? None from either period. The ethos controls all the records from that time period. Maybe they have some ancient records too. All we know about our history is from the little pieces that we find for ourselves. Anyway, Faye, what? So I like how he says something that is literally like, wait, what? You don't even know your own history for the pieces that you find yourself? What? And then he's like, well, anyway, like, dude, there's something wrong then, clearly, but that's out of his power, ain't it? Anyway, Faye, what do you make of the old man? What do you mean? Why would such an old man live all alone in this abandoned cave? No. Probably digging for ancient gears or something. Right. So you think so too? Hey, I just said that as a joke. Don't take all that stuff seriously. They're only legends. Oh, Faye. Oh, Faye, my dear sweet summer child. You Lahan village boy. No, that old man is up to something. This can't be. Huh? What's wrong, old man? Is this your gear? Well, sort of. Where did you get it? I'm just borrowing it. This is the host for the spirit of the slayer of God. Wait a moment. What did you just say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. No, I heard you. You said slayer of God. Now, if you remember where we heard that from, it was a certain guy who calls himself Groff, right? And he was all like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Slayer of God," or blah blah blah, Slayer of God, right? So he's already like, "Yo, wait, that guy who, said he listened to the screams of my dad. What's the connection? That's what you said. Isn't it, old man? Your gears are fixed. You have no more business here. This is a bad time for me. Be on your way." Be on our way. Listen here, old man. Yep, he has nothing to say. And that's why it's so important to make sure you're geared up before you finish all the sensors because, you know, yeah. Dear sweet summer child is the perfect description of Faye. Yeah. So, actually, after I kill these guys, I'm gonna run from the battles. That's why I did extra battles earlier, because I'm not wasting any more, fuel. I mean, I think you might be able to talk to him again, but we're good now. Game had a moment of lag there. All right. Let's get this show on the road, folks. What? All right, so the battle was already occurring. I just happened to turn the camera when that happened. Oh, he has eyeballs, but you know what? You know what? I should be fine. I should be fine. But hey, Elwyn, should I fight it and try to get an eyeball, or should I just go to the boss? Because I'm not worried about like the fuel usage per se, but I am worried about the damage I might take. Yeah, run? Okay, alright. Ah! If it lets... Good. Okay, good. Alright, let's get that elevator going. Oh, right, we have to take the tram so that we could activate things. What? Wait. Oh, oops. Yes, get me on the gondola. This is such a cool thing right here. Like, they have a whole camera angle and all that stuff. Turn on main power. Alright, here we go. We have done the do. Okay. I mean, we should be fine. And I think, what was it? Especially one trick to winning this. Like, I've won it at a lower level before, somewhat. Like, the only thing I did was grind for... I didn't know about the engine stuff, like I said. But if you use booster, it really helps as well for this battle, I find. Was there any treasure here in this room? I don't think there was, but I'll take a quick look around just in case. I don't recall there being any treasure. Yeah, mecha. You'll see a big mecha battle in a bit. Let me escape. Let me escape. I want to keep my fuel and HPs. Yes. Okay. Yep, there was no treasure to worry about. Yeah, been a long time for me too. Okay, good. I got there with very minimal fuel usage, which is nice. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'll do this in the background also. Wait, can I? Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can capture OBS itself somehow. Uh, because I would be able to show the chat. Oh wait, if I just drag the chat out. Yeah, I just got pop out chat. Um, Pop out chat. Okay. I'm gonna like I kind of realized like I mean I knew I never had chat in the window, but you know, I should do that, right? That's something I should do. Let's see. Is it this one? So I'm gonna see if that's showing. It is. Awesome. Okay. So let me see if I could put this in a way that's not too in the way. Um, yeah, we're getting chat in here. Figure out how bad the lag is. Yeah, exactly. You'll get to see how bad that is too. I need to clip this, the window for chat. If I need to like, I want to close it in so that it's nice and easy to see. There we go. I think like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now all I have to do is just kind of bump you guys to the side. Oh man. And then I just got to move Xenogears to the right, I guess. Kind of like that. Is this how people usually do their things? I don't know how visible this is. There we go. I could do it like that. There's probably a better setup for this, I imagine. But here is my bootleg chat window. Oh my gosh. It's why can't I make it more vertical? Oh, that's annoying. How well does that show up for you guys? I can't really tell. It's all cut off too. Um, not like I can make Xenogears that much smaller per se. How's that looking? I know like the cutoff is technically there, but look at how weird that looks. Ah, maybe I have to make the chat window itself like kind of different. I have to like fill up more space this way. I don't know if that even works. Works for you? Okay. Like I don't know how legible it is. Um I'll have to find a thing later that makes it a lot better looking, I guess. Maybe move your model under it. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you. Okay. All right. There we go. I have a little spot. I could look up at chat. Hey guys, how's it going? uh, hi chat. Where's my hand? There's my the pokes chat. Okay. I know I'm silly. All right. So wow, we have a new setup. I'll probably record oh, here we are. The boss that filters players in their first time of Xenogears. This is the moment. Also, you may notice my current recording / video followers. I have now added chat to the video, I mean to the stream, so that's interesting. That's a new development, I guess. So let's go and fight ourselves a giant mecha. A giant mecha fight. So this boss looks like something that appears later in the game. It really looks like something that appears later in the game. Like the design and everything about it looks a lot like a certain someone, but they never go into this. This is never explored. I don't know why. I really want to know what they were doing. What were they doing here? Why? Why are they here? Why are they here at this point in the game? I don't know. Best girl, yes. Precisely. Okay, so all we could just do is basically do booster, Get our boosters going so that we're faster in it. We could, you know, take 2 turns, hopefully. This is gonna hurt. Oh, 132. Hey, actually, I should just not use that. I mean, I'm just gonna see how much Bart does. 76, yeah. But I think I'll go with their weaker attacks. Just so we could focus on doing their level 2s. Oof! Ah, you missed me! That's what booster helps with. Hazan! Yeah. Kickity kickity. And Blood Snake. He should go down relatively quick this way. We'll just do the light attacks, the weakest fuel cost. Because then that way, if you notice how much fuel we lose 24. So if we use 10, it costs 34. It's like we're doing a heavy attack each turn. So we're just going a lot faster. Oh, this is gonna hurt. 450! That's why it's so good to have more HP in defense. I'll also try doing attack level... Wait. I'm gonna try something. 208. We did like 230, 240 before? Let's see. 230. Yeah. Okay, wait. It was 248. We did 248. So, actually, I'm just gonna do 2 of these instead. This is way more damage if I build up to it. Well, not really, but... He should go down quickly this way. My fuel's going down fast too, but we're getting in more turns than he can fathom. How are you doing, Slime? You still there? Look at that, we're still getting in turns on him. We're running laps around him. It should die in, I think, 5 turns. You know, I might be having some regrets doing booster. I might turn off booster. I don't know. I'm suddenly feeling like I'm wasting too much. Damn, this one loves going after Bart. It loves going after Bart for some reason. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to charge. I was hoping to go after Faye. Nice knowing you, Bart. Let's see. I'll let Bart get more attack level in. Wait, does he have... Yeah, he can. Yeah. I'm gonna charge on this turn, though. Damn, good block on Faye. But I'm just gonna charge a few turns. Oh, wait, we charge more because we have the... Am I seeing that? Wait. Oh, we charge more because we have the better engine. We're not charging 30 anymore. This is very viable. I'll charge one more time with Bart, and I'll get in there with Faye. I'm just gonna do Kazan. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's all. That was it. That was it. Okay, I should have just kept on with booster. It was fine. Huh. What an idiot. Trying to scare us with all show and no power. Faye? Oh, this part. He's like, Anyway, it looks like that's the exit. So it'll be soon. It'll soon be adios to this old cavern. Uh-oh. What the? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of the way, Bart! So, completely made it nothing. Disappeared. Woohoo! Oh, what the hell did you just do? Hey! Huh? What do you mean, huh? What in the blazes was that? Don't you know? No, I don't know. That was incredible! You just blew that huge thing to pieces! Why didn't you use that technique a bit earlier? I don't know that technique. I have no idea how I even did it. Huh. Oh well. I guess that doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for helping me out. So, now that we've got rid of that nuisance, let's get out of here, eh, Faye? Now he's really chummy with Faye. But that's Bart. That's Bart for you. Alright, let's get out of this place, as he said. Okay, I think there's one more cutscene that comes up here. Yeah, Bart's great. He is a fun, silly character. Wow, I never thought we'd end up here. Where are we? You see the Twin Mountains way over there? That's where Bledavik, the royal capital of Ave, and Fatima Castle are located. Currently, there's no king living there, though. Anyway, that's my old hometown. Hometown. I'd like to go ahead and settle our dispute, but considering how close we are to the capital of Ave, we'd probably get caught. Hey, stop looking so glum, chum. I guess I'll have to get you back to your friend soon, or you'll die from fretting or something. Anyway, the rendezvous point with the Yggdrasil is right over there. So if you notice, he went hometown, and like Bart immediately noticed, and I guess they're able to see each other somehow. Maybe they have like a weird like cockpit transmission view at the side to let them see how the person's doing. And I think most likely Faye was probably looking a little depressed for a moment because there was that reminder about what happened to his hometown after all, which yeah, it's pretty sad. So in that case, Bart doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what happened, but don't worry, he'll be meeting your friend in no time at all. He just thinks, oh, he misses his friend. He's just a little bit dependent or something. When in fact, it's no, I am so depressed. I'm still questioning if I want to live or not. Faye, I was so worried about you. Doc. Welcome to the Sand Cruiser Yggdrasil. We apologize for that earlier incident. I'm sure everyone has already had the courtesy to introduce themselves, but allow me to introduce the Sand Pirates leader, Master Bartholomew. By the way, may I ask, Master, did you apologize to Master Faye? What? Yeah, I told him I was wrong, right? Faye is like, oh. Just telling someone you were wrong after the event isn't going to solve everything, Master. I'm sorry I've delayed introducing myself. My name is Sigurd, the first mate of this sand cruiser. Well then, please let me know if you need anything. That's the situation. So now, forgive me, will ya? Young master, stay out of mischief. Ouch! Don't pull my ear! Let us go and wait in our cabin until we arrive. Remember what I said, Elwyn, about the let us and all that kind of stuff? Let us go. Why don't we just, why don't we go and, wait in the cavern? Or let's go and wait in the cavern. Instead, let us go. It is well made and comfortable. What is wrong? You look down. Well, Bart still has his hometown. No, well, something happened. And then again, there was also that strange power that Faye used. So once again, he's a little bit afraid of himself. He's wondering, uh-oh, I did something without realizing. So he's kind of afraid of himself again. No, nothing. Of course, the typical thing is to brush it off. Not because of protagonist syndrome or anything, but because, there's multiple things, but there's like not having the self-confidence in oneself, not wanting to worry others. It's also something that comes with the psychological, things that Faye goes through, that he can't bring himself to really tell others about that, or share his troubles. And it might be because he's also afraid to kind of have that rebound. And trauma. Exactly. Looking at Xenosaga, if you remember... Well, so there's another thing, and this one thing I've noticed that both Faye and Shion have in common, and it's at this point you'll see it with Faye especially, but they have an avoidance, like, aside from very familiar people, they have an avoidance to, or at least, like, sure, as the player, we can go and talk to people, but in story aspect, they make it sound like he's not really talking with too many people per se, and he's a little bit avoidant of like social situations in a weird way at this point going forward. So Shion also shares this to a small degree. She has it for like, rather she keeps people at a distance, yet with with her own creation, as well as, I forgot what they were called, the Realians. With Realians, she is like completely vulnerable. Oh, an open heart to them, right? But with people, she's not that way. She only keeps things very professional. And anytime anyone asks her, hey, is something wrong? Because they know it's like, oh, she's feeling at her neck for like a very uncomfortable amount of time as they're talking about what happens when the Gnosis touch a person, and she's like, oh, I was getting choked, I'm possibly gonna die soon or something, right? So she just brushes it off. Oh, no, it's nothing. No, it's nothing at all, and she'll say that as a response to everything, despite it being quite obvious there's something wrong. And we see that similarity between Shion and Faye. Now, in a weird way, what was it? So there is a point where Shitan calls Faye something that is technically incorrect because of how the game works, but technically this could fall into schizotypal personality disorder. And schizotypal personality disorder is not schizophrenia, but the reason it's the naming convention that has those qualities. So usually you'll see like being a loner being involved with that, other than, relationships outside immediate family or really close people that they absolutely trust. They might have flat emotions or have emotional responses that are limited or not even, socially proper. So we see that with Shion when she interacts with others. It's completely professional. She doesn't really let herself be completely vulnerable with others, yet we see it with reality. So we know she's a little bit of she's a different case, maybe only slightly having it, or maybe not at all, but with Faye, it becomes a little bit more of a real thing when we see his avoidance to all these situations. He has too much social anxiety, a very big thing with with schizotypal personality disorder, that kind of plays here and there. It's not always present. He incorrectly interprets events. What was it? So he might, and like how he views himself, how he views others, etc. He might, or even what he recalls, etc. Like the way Shitan views that, he might, he calls that, like he might see this kind of thing, right? He's the one that's most observant of Fae and how he acts. They have suspicious or paranoid thoughts or constant doubt about loyalty of others. If you remember, now I'm not saying that this completely falls in. Faye's values are that, like, he's like, oh, aren't your friends gonna find us? Like, wouldn't they try to find you? And, Bart's like, no, of course not. That's not how we are. But he, in that sense, maybe he was also wondering about their loyalty to Bart, as well as his suspicious and paranoid thoughts about himself is a very real thing for himself, right? I'm trying to think of what else falls into that schizotypal. Now, one thing he doesn't have, and once again, you only need to have 5 of the symptoms, and we've already listed around 5. But speaking in an odd way is another one that could be one like pattern with a schizotypal, rambling or vague or unusual patterns of speaking, dressing or appearing in an odd way. Faye is fine. He is he is dressed. So you don't need to have all of these, right? But if you have 5 of these, you could possibly have schizotypal personality disorder. The stronger ones tend to be a belief in special powers, or like, for example, there was a case study that I had done where it was like, not a high school, it was a college student. They stay at home like a lot, but they actually communicate with friends online. They have a belief in that they can use tarot cards to to like basically I think they were afraid of being hurt, and they can predict what days they could possibly be hurt on or something, but they became more socially isolated from the world for fear of being hurt. So and that is a very extreme version of schizotypal personality behavior, or disorder. So he doesn't display those signs, the more extreme ones, but he does display the more vague ones. And this is something that will come up later, and it's a correction I want to make on Shitan, who labels him a certain way. And I'm like, nah, unless we're only talking about the negative part. So there's it's so far away, I might as well discuss it. So with schizophrenia, there's additive or positive. I don't think they called it positive, but there's additive symptoms and there's negative symptoms that take away, symptoms that add. The additive symptoms are the ones that you typically hear about in popular media, etc. Hearing voices, audio visual disturbances, or even seeing people that are telling you to do things. If you've seen Brilliant Mind, that is it's about a real person that had this. In fact, he actually died some years ago. Wait, no, not some years ago, but wait. Let me see when 2015. He died only 9 years ago. Nash, John Forbes Nash, who was an incredible genius. But he suffered schizophrenia. It was a very difficult thing in his life, yet he was the driving force for treatment for better treatment or better psychological treatment. Now, with the additives, he had all the symptoms, the additive symptoms and the negative symptoms. The additive symptoms being, like I said, audiovisual disturbances, hearing things that you shouldn't be hearing, seeing things that do not exist. and then the negative symptoms are the ones that are more socially related. So avoidance of people, avoiding social situations. We can see him isolate himself. If you watch the movie, it's kind of like detailing certain parts of his life. You see him where he's talking with people, and then he starts to avoid them more and more and more. He's in his room all on his own. He had the negative symptoms first before the additive symptoms came in. And some of the other negative symptoms tend to be the ones that you display. So the strange manner of speech, the rambling, the odd walking pattern, etc. So that's why I'm like, this is not the case with Faye. He does not have the more specific negative or even additive symptoms. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it was positive symptoms, but I could have sworn it was additive because it adds to, it, like, regardless, the thing is, he doesn't have the audiovisual hallucinations. They're not hallucinations. And then he doesn't have the only thing he has is the social isolation, but that's why I'm like, this is schizotypal personality disorder, not schizophrenia. So just something to make a correction about, because we're going to take hours to actually get there. All right. I'm going to pause the recording there, though, and we will be back in a bit when story things come up. When more story things come up, I should say. Not like there wasn't any before. Might as well fuel up. Because you still can go outside and grind on enemies if you want. This is obviously way better, so we're gonna get it. And we even though it's like, oh, we should have just saved our money. No, that battle is dumb. I mean, look at how much fuel I went through. I went all the way down to 500, and if I kept going, it would have been like 400, 300, like just barely enough, you know. More HP, absolutely. He does not have one. I should have realized that. And MS9, more armor. Good stuff. All right. I should have waited to fuel. That was dumb. I keep making that mistake, but whatever. We're fine. We're alive. So we could get the Snapper Whip. That's going to be all of our money. I mean, okay, there's no particular gear battles that come up immediately. So maybe I should wait. Yeah, these are also expensive. I do like the response circuit, though. Response is good, but we don't need to get these right away. We have time. I will save my money. But those main ones are good. Those main ones are good to get. Let's also sell just some of these. We don't really need them per se, but just in case we need to fill slots, I'm keeping a few. I'm going to... I stole Shitan's glasses to put it on Faye so we'd have better accuracy. But, and I think I'll still continue stealing those. I think I'll take his step shoes too. Like, he has so much HP, like, you don't need this, man. But it's, if I replace that, I'll have, like, less defense, which I'll need. Let's see. I'm trying to think. He still has to learn those. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy, well, not buy items, we're gonna sell stuff just to have some money for the next area, really. So I don't need to think about what. Oh, right, he doesn't do that. He doesn't sell those. Hey, did you see this month's edition of Gear Fan Magazine? They say hovering is all the rage right now. Until a while back, it used to be a special equipment that only the young master had equipped in his gear. Maitreya admired your dive technique. I hear your zoom technique is flawless. Do you think you could train me on my next watch? I have no idea what they're talking about. That gear with the slender build withstood Brigandier's rod? Don't you mean whip? What kind of armor did they use to cover it? I don't... No, there's nothing. There's no treasure chests hidden around. This door leads to the hall. Of course it does. What? Why am I here? Can't we put that behind us? It's not like I'm being made to stand here as punishment for not obeying lights out or anything like that, is it? Soon dead. I'm just joking. It's not like I'm here as punishment or something. Beyond this door is the gear hangar. The gear shop is located in the gear hangar too. Now be careful. The gears are so big they'll look very small, and that you'll look very small and you might get lost. So that's like kind of breaking the fourth wall there, which is hilarious. Because it's like, I know I'm small compared to the gears, but they're referring to something else, obviously, to the player. This is where we rest. You want to rest too? Yeah, sure, why not? A little messy, so bear with it. Yeah, no, I don't mind resting in someone's messy bed. Sure, why not? See ya. I forgot if we... Yeah, we can. Her. Alright, bro. I guess there are many things in the world I've never seen. I'll probably discover them if I try hard enough on my own. My daughter is waiting for me at the base. It's been so long since I've seen her, so we're going to spend a lot of time together. Aww, that's nice. Helen, so courageous, so moving. The Mary card collection. I'm having a difficult time collecting them all. Ha! Gotta catch them all. My daughter... Oh, wait, no, I already talked to you. No. We're almost at the base. Whew, finally, we can rest. I'm just waiting to find the weird people. The funny, strange people who say weird things and they're like, I'm just drunk, don't mind me. You know what's funny? Actually, we could have went to this nurse here and she would have healed us back to health. Is this wound from battle, you asked? No, I fell off the bed net store. So pathetic. Damn, you broke your arm falling off the bed? Oh my, wait, net store. Oh, he must have fell from the upper bunk. Yeah, oh, that sucks. That sucks, bro. That really sucks. What? Why am I here? Well, never mind that. It's not like I'm hiding the fact that I broke the wall or anything. I like how he says the same thing as the guy down there, but it's a different reason. Oh, and by the way, you can go through this door to the gun room, or go down the stairs to the engine room. I wasn't talking to you. Okay. No, what? I'm trying to get in the door. Okay. There we go. I got inside the door. Alright. Oh, good. There's a save right ding-dong over here. Oh, we are out of that cave. So Mason, or Myson, I think it's Myson. I hope you are not taken back. Lately, there are far too many highly energetic lads around the young master. So, yours truly, who is in charge of education, demanded to have this room created. But because of that, I ended up having to take a side job. How may I be of service? So, yes, items. Sell. So we're gonna sell that eyeball. All the money that we can get, wherever we can get. Yeah, you know what? Let's sell the magical rod. And that should be about all we can sell. So he sells the Aquasoul S's. There's a part of me that says, yes, buy these, because you know it's coming up. But we have time. We have time to buy these later. I might grind out a little money for them. Zeta Soul. I will have one. One is all I need for now. And then we don't have to worry about these yet. These come in handy later. Increasing speed is really good, but, you know, they'll be okay. Maybe I might buy another data soul, but before we do that, I hope I can be of service again. Of such service again. And then as for weapons and accessories, I forgot what he actually sells here. Yeah. Not really much point to getting these. Like, the agility, the speed rings can actually be good, because speed is bare, like, you know, works in very small numbers. So +1 would basically make Faye as fast as Chitan, I think. Or I think we'd need 2 of those. But, alright. Just having one in case is good, though. Okay, so this is the, you know, this is the room which he was speaking of for education of the young master. He refers to Bart, obviously. And then you have this little downward part. Now, this area is a little bit strange because, like, you barely see it. There are 3 places in this game that drive me crazy. That save, the cave you go, the next cave you go through, and a certain tower. Yeah. Okay, so funny story. The way I played that cave, and the I was what was it? I was able to get it like on the 2nd or 3rd try, if you know what I'm referring to. And then the jumping the obnoxious jumping puzzle tower. The other time I came back to that, of course, you know, the biggest advice anyone can benefit from is if there's platforming in your dungeon, make sure to fight a battle before you jump. Once again, final checks. Every second counts. The young master forever. When we had engine trouble a long time ago, the young master jumped in to fix it. But yeah. And then, so when I was playing this time, though, when I was playing along with Resonant Arc for their analysis, their Xenogears analysis, I had used save states because I was like, I'm not dealing with this ever again. So on every jump, I had a save state, and I would just do the jump, make sure I made it. If I didn't make it, had to reload, because I'm like, I am not going through all the pain that I suffered through on the original PlayStation. Never again. I did that twice. Sigurd tried to help the young master, and they both ended up injuring one eye. Yep, we are proud of the young master, but he sometimes rushes into things. The chief thinks it's all his own fault. So Sigurd and Bart both injured one of their eyes. So just something to keep in mind, because everything comes back. Amateurs don't belong here, so get lost. The coal will break if this toroid is cooled down suddenly. It's big, but it's delicate. Something to keep in mind later. Ah, no! Somehow I got flipped around there. There we go. Because, like, there's no actual doorway for that place. It is kind of interesting that the engine room is right down there, though. I think I equipped a no encounter. Oh, I missed it. I think I missed it. I need to remember to try and get it this time around, because it'll come in handy. So if we talk to the others here, that Jericho, he lets the Yggdrasil drift, so that the time and routes we take end up being off. Do you want to see the ship's chart? Yeah, show me. So, what was it? These are, of course, you know, the places we've been to. This is where we're at right now, and they're going to be taking us southward. You'll see that in a bit. While under the sand, there's nothing but... Oh, yeah. I should record. So, you know, just talking to the NPCs. There's some silly NPCs here and there, but I figured, like, I don't need to show them. But, I mean, yes and no, but There's like NPCs that break the fourth wall. They're kind of hilarious. But while under the sand, there is nothing but static. As a matter of fact, there is nothing to do either. It's a lot harder to control the ship after the young master steered it. He's so reckless. I had a competition going on with the young master the other day to see who could tip the boat further. Old Myson literally was white as a sheet, saying all the teacups were destroyed. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that you were there. Want to hear some hot sounds that I have recorded? So, this guy plays just random sound effects. Want to hear some more? That was hard to hear. But yeah, he just plays little random sound effects that are in the game. Well, that's too bad. This ship's mast is low, so it'd help if we could get a gear to observe the shell's impacts. And when the catapults are open, you can't use the main cannon, so... so many problems. This ship uses innumerable effect wings to pulverize sand and wade through it. If our balance is lost, we roll over in the desert, and it's all up to our skill. Oh, or not but you know. We're almost at the hideout. We'll probably stop there for a while for supplies and repairs. I realized I should have talked to Bart, but, you know, we'll be okay. We'll live. So, they go from that little, hole there to the, what is it? To their hideout, as they say. Oh, you need to go, Elowen? Alright. I'll be stopping soon anyway, because I have to sleep very soon myself. And we're actually getting to a good enough stopping point now that I think about it. The hideout itself. I was just hoping I'd see another save soon. So once I hit that save, I am pausing that and I'm uploading the recorded version. Which is going to be an hour less. This theme is so good. I'll turn up the music just for this. So like upbeat and uplifting. Welcome back, Bart. Good to see you back. Welcome back. Bart, what did you bring us? Well, I've got a new model gear and 2 people that we helped out. A gear? How boring. Don't you have anything more interesting? I thought you'd say that. Look! This is amber that I found in the stalactite cavern under the desert. It's rare to find one with a bug in it. Aw. Wow, thanks, Bart! We got some amber. What's that? Let's go. We gotta show it off to everyone. Aw. Well then. I'm gonna tune up my gear a little. Why don't you two have some tea with old Myson? Thanks, old Myson. Please, walk this way. So, like I said, moment we get to a save, we are ending the stream there, because I need to sleep earlier, and... I mean, if I could somehow sleep before I hear another damn firework, I might be able to sleep through them if I'm lucky. This happened a few times, but sometimes I'm not so lucky. Partly because my dog gets shocked awake. This is the residential section. Walk this way. So, let's see. I can't recall if the save... I know there was a save somewhere. There it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed what we talked about so far. I know about like, what's it? You got to see a boss battle because like this is still somewhat of a playthrough recording wise. So, I will show off like the bosses and some other little moments, but we're not going to be showing like all the in between stuff that's like, more of the important dialogues. There might be one or two I might have missed, but they're really not that big. You could easily miss it and be the better for it. Main things is like, it was just like things that will bite you in the butt later, but it's okay. But the what we're gonna see with Faye here as we go forward is gonna be interesting. Like I said, we discussed with schizotypal behavior. Remember that into the second episode. Feel free to do a little research as well on schizotypal behavior disorder, and kind of have a little bit of an understanding for it, because you'll see, like I said, very slight elements of that on Faye. Sure, like there's what's going to happen story-wise would otherwise, like, you might just say, oh well, there's plenty of tension, but like I said, there's a lot more to Faye than meets the eye, and he is a man suffering from depression, trauma, PTSD. He has a fear of himself now and everything. He doesn't want to kill anyone. He's also not really feeling so good about himself or his purpose in the world. So, all things to keep in mind. Feel free to research on schizophrenia as well. As I said, that there's a point where Shitan says schizophrenia. It's like, no, that's incorrect. Feel free to do research on what was it? Do research on depression and social anxiety and how those two kind of play together, especially when confronted with situations where you're being asked to do something. That is especially a big thing to pay attention to with depression. If you have any friends that suffer from depression, please don't play doctor. Please just be a good support in their life. Be there for them where you can. And they will remember that you are there for them, but the main thing is they need help. They need to go to a psychologist, or they could there are helpful facilities that help with depression. They provide food, all that stuff, and they let you have access to what is it called? Therapy sessions and everything you might need, as well as being able to properly observe the effects of SSRIs, SNRIs, etc. Tricyclates even. But yeah, don't play doctor. Please don't. Do not play psychologist unless you are a psychologist. Or at least have been trained in some degree of understanding like what to do in those situations. And finally and lastly, definitely, as I say, check out the analysis from Resonant Arc. I keep it in the description. It literally blew my mind how much I did not know about Xenogears. Play Xenogears. Play Xenogears just completely as is, no research, and watch what it does to you. You're going to be wanting to research, especially when you want answers. So, But hope you all have a good night. You have a good day, and we will be continuing Xenogears when we get down to it again. Of course, with a stream